On the One with Justin Young. Thank you guys so much for joining us. I'm so glad that you guys are here with us. One of the reasons that I created On the One live stream is for us to get a chance to just relax, chillax, listen to some music, and have some great conversations about music as well as culture. And one of the best ways I know how to do that is through a live stream with you guys. So hope you guys are doing great. I'm excited to be right here with you guys in my Las Vegas recording studio. It's called Just in Time Recording Studios, and we have an amazing show for you. I can't wait to see what you guys are talking about on the chats out there. Let us know where you're watching us from and where you're streaming us from. And we've got a great show. So to really kick things off for the show, I'm going to go ahead and play a song for you. But before I do, I've got a quick clip. Just last Sunday, I was performing for the Fox 5 station, and they broadcasted a clip of me on the What the Hall show, which is a show by Dave Hall, their lead anchor. So I want you guys to go and check this out. All right, that was my song, Always There, from my Blue Soul album. And hope you guys really like that. If you like that, give me a fire in the comment. Let us know that you're out there. And I'm going to check on your comments as well, because I'll be able to watch you guys and see what's happening out there. What's up, Carol? How you guys doing out there? Michelle Johnson. Great to see you guys. Thank you for watching us. This is going to be our weekly hang every Wednesday right here. I'll be streaming live on Facebook, YouTube, as well as my Twitter accounts. And if you get a chance, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/Justin Young Sax. It's right there on the screen for you guys. So thank you guys so much for watching. I want to talk a little bit about my ARIA residency in Las Vegas, because now we're in the segment of the show that we're talking about the happening in Las Vegas. I'm at ARIA every Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday performing, and you can check me out there. 8 p.m. shows on Thursdays as well as Sundays, and Saturday shows as well as Friday shows at 9 p.m. So if you get a chance, check that out. As well as I'm going to bring up a little slideshow for the ARIA to show you some of the guests that have come out to the show. And it's been really nice to see everyone that's come out, because it's been some really amazing guests that have come out. On the screen right now, you'll see Dr. J, the amazing basketball player. That's Sean Kemp of the Seattle Supersonics, the glove they call him. You might see your picture if you come out and support me. You might see your picture here. That's Little John, Usher, and Little John. I've seen Usher walk past in the audience there, because I play in the large lobby of ARIA, so you can hear the music everywhere. And just some more friends that have come out to see us perform at ARIA. It's been a blast, and there's been so much happening that it's come out and see me. Make a trip to Vegas and come out and see us. It's been so much fun to perform Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and keep it very regular performances. It's been amazing. Michelle, thank you for the heart. I see you out there. Thank you. So I want to talk to you about, since this is our segment of what's happening in Las Vegas, my dear friend Richie is having a gala on Sunday at ARIA, and we're actually going to bring up the gala invitation. But basically, he's having a gala on Sunday, and I'd love to invite you out there. And we're actually going to keep the link in the YouTube, on YouTube. You'll see it in the description, so you can come out and join us for the gala link. So that'd be super fun. It's at ARIA, so another place that I'm always at performing. All right, so now as a part of the show, we're going to bring on our special guest. He's the bassist to the stars, I call him, because he's played with everyone from, oh my goodness, Spyro Gyra to Michael Franks to Bobby Caldwell, no other than Mr. Roberto Vally. Now, and here you are, Roberto. How are you, man? You might be on mute right now. Maybe try the mute button, Roberto.
Oh, sorry about that.
No, you're good. We got you.
Oh my God.
Welcome, man. Welcome to On the One with Justin
man.
Young.
It's good to feel welcome, and I feel welcome 100%. Thank you for having me on your show, Justin.
Thank you, Roberto. My first question to you, how did you fall in love with the bass? Because you are amazing on the bass guitar. Tell us.
Yeah, man. Well, it was fourth grade, and they put me in an orchestra class in public school, and the first day of school, the orchestra teacher asked, does anybody know what you want to play? And I saw those big bass fiddles, and I went, I want to play that. He says, really? You want to play that? All right. And he gave me the bass, and quickly I played the G and the D string. Oh, wow. He said, just keep playing, doom, 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 doom. And he proceeded to lead the class singing Frere Jacques with my little bass line, and I had an out-of-body experience at age 9 years old, and I was like, this is it. I'm connecting with an old friend. Wow. And I've been doing it ever since.
That's amazing, Roberto. Well, you're an amazing, gifted player. You've got a new single called Hang Loose. Talk to us about that.
Well, yeah, Hang Loose came out actually when I was in Africa visiting my daughter and my grandkids, and I was all like nervous because I had a lot of competition on that day, but This is the ninth single I've been able to put out that got added immediately to SiriusXM Watercolors.
Wow.
And I came up with the bass line while surfing one day, and I just couldn't get it out of my head. And I thought I would write a song about it and try to incorporate that laid back, don't worry, be happy kind of groove thing and put horns on it and featured my bass. And it's doing very well. It debuted on all the Billboard and smooth jazz charts this week after only being out for a couple weeks.
That's incredible, Roberto. I'm so glad you brought up surfing because the first time I met you was at Paul Brown's studio in California. It was around 2007, and you were there. We were getting ready to mix some tracks, and you were like, "Man, I'm getting ready to go surfing. Who's playing on your tracks, Justin?" That was the first time I met you, man. That's amazing.
Yeah. Well, it's a nice release. It's kind of like I used to call it my gym and my shrink and my church all wrapped up into one.
Oh my goodness. So for those that may not know, tell us about one of your biggest auditions, like one of your first big auditions.
Okay, well, I was in my mid-20s and I was living in France part of the year. I was living in Key West the other part of the year, just working, just gigging, playing with different bands, doing a lot of original material. And of course, the influence from the Beatles to Chicago to Earth, Wind and Fire and the Police and Miles Davis and all this stuff was rolling around in my head. And I had heard about the audition for Spyro Gyra, and I was given a time slot and a day. So I actually flew from Key West up to Miami and then to New York, and I wound up auditioning for them and had a great time. And I got the call from Jay Beckenstein saying, we were going to give the job to the drummer's favorite, but I really loved you and the rest of the band really loved you a lot. And who knew, make a long story short, Jay called me and I was already living in the French Alps, and he called me. I had this little paper, call Jay Beckenstein, and I'm getting like all these $20 in French francs and I'm putting in the payphone. And I called Jay, what's happening? Why are you calling me? He said, well, I fired my bass player. How soon can you be back in New York? And I said, well, you got to give me a month. And I flew back and went immediately into rehearsing for the Stories Without Words album and tour. And it was cool because we actually recorded the album after we did we did like most of the songs we played live, and then we went in the studio and recorded. So we kind of had them all worked out, which was really cool.
That's amazing. So that was because I have a vinyl by Spyro Gyra, and I know I saw your name on it. And of course, our mutual friend Tom Schumann is the legendary keyboardist of Spyro Gyra.
Yes.
So after Spyro, then you got into Michael Frank's band. Is that right?
Yeah, Manolo Badrina, the percussionist, legendary with Weather Report and Ahmad Jamal and so many people, the Zawinul Syndicate. He left Spyro at the same time that I did, and we kept in touch. And he called me and said, hey, Michael Franks is going to call you. Basically, I recommended you, Roberto. And that was for the Blue Pacific album and the tour. And so I jumped in with Michael and played with him for a year. And actually, Michael was my audition for Bobby Caldwell, because I found the Bobby Caldwell cassette. I heard him on the radio, and I heard that voice. I went, man, that's Bobby. And it was the song Real Thing. And I went out and bought the cassette, and I saw the fax number for his management company, and I introduced myself, and I invited Bobby if he was ever a way he can come to see me with Michael, because we did a slew of shows on the West Coast.
Wow.
And he wound up coming. Little did I know he'd come to see me at the Strand looking for a bass player. Oh. And he came up to me. Imagine like
no way.
Bobby Caldwell coming up to you.
Yeah.
I'm like starstruck, and he's starstruck looking at me. Man, I love you. You want to join my band? I have a tour, a 5-week tour in Japan. I thought, yeah, I'd like to do that very much so. And that was when I kind of moved to Los Angeles.
That's
and started
incredible.
playing with Bobby. And that was a great calling card. Being in LA, not really figuring on moving there, but there I was in LA, living in the San Fernando Valley, and having Bobby's gig, and it was a great, yeah, like I said, like calling card when people, oh, you play with Bobby, you must be pretty decent if you're playing with Bobby Caldwell. So,
Oh, what a gig. So, how did you get the Bobby Caldwell gig? That's like a gig everyone wants, Roberto. That's incredible.
like I said, he went to hear me. He was, unbeknownst to me, he was looking for a bassist to sub or replace Jimmy Haslip, who was
Wow.
busy with the Yellow Jackets at the time. And
Wow.
he came out to hear me and asked me if I'd go on tour with him. So that's how I met Bobby. And the day after he saw me play at the Strand Ballroom, I was sitting in his house in a dreamlike state, especially with the cannabis that he gave me, and we're listening to the brand new album, and I'm going, am I? Is this really happening? Am I
Wow.
really sitting next to my hero, listening to And Justin, one song after another, solid ground, and heart of mine, and
Oh,
this song,
just hits.
and it was like, oh my God. And so a few months later, I joined up with him and met a fellow by the name of Jimmy Oppenheim, who later became Boney James. So
Phony.
I got in that camp with Boney and Paul Brown, who started producing and became like the baby face of smooth jazz.
Yeah.
And I went on to play on Paul's albums, and he put me on hundreds of songs in the past 30 years. My gosh.
Oh,
And
without a doubt.
we've done some writing together also. That's kind of where I got my start, writing for Boney and then other people. And Paul would find my little grooves
Oh my goodness.
homes. Yeah.
Well, your little grooves, Roberto, are incredible because I remember us performing at Spaghettini's, letting you know, like, oh my gosh, Roberto, I found on this liner note that you wrote this song with Kirk Whalum, and I was like, it's my favorite song, and you and I wrote a song together called "Forever Yours." From
Yeah.
my
You said, could you write me
yes.
a song with that kind of vibe? And I'm like, yeah, okay, we'll see how when I can do that. And then COVID happened.
Oh yeah.
And for better or for worse, I found myself in my studio and just looking at my calendar, like just empty out in the beginning of 2020. And I thought, well, what am I going to do? And I remembered, oh yeah, that great young saxophonist that I played your CD release party. He'd like to maybe do a song, and I kind of made a little demo for you, and I played a few, and you loved it, and we just kind of went from there. And that was kind of when I started to be a producer and just giving songs directly to artists. So I want to thank you for giving me that opportunity of giving you the stems and then you finishing it off, and it just built up my experience, and then went on to give songs to other artists in our genre. So it's been a great learning experience.
That's incredible. Well, what an amazing team with Paul Brown, right? Because I can remember, I'm such a huge contemporary jazz fan. I've seen your name on so many liner notes and so many CDs. I know you've worked with so many artists, but I remember seeing your stuff on Najee's. There's so many artists, but can you like name some artists for me, Roberto? Because I know
Yeah.
there's so many, but some of our viewers may not know how extensive and how many different artists
Sure,
you've
sure.
recorded
All right.
with.
Well, there's this guy that plays guitar, dabbles in guitar like George Benson. I played on his big radio hit, "Softly as the Morning Sunrise." Dee dum dum dum
Oh,
dum dum
beautiful.
dum dee dum. So I did that, and I played with Al Jarreau for another album. I did for Al, and I worked with Jeffrey Osborne, and I wrote a song and played bass for Patty Austin. And well, let's keep naming them. So you grab your hat, and I'm going to
That's
just
right.
drop those names. So like Rick Braun, Huge Groove, Richard Elliott,
Awesome.
Michael Linton,
Yeah.
and then touring with the likes of Diane Shore, Louisiana Sunday Afternoon, and I work with extensively with Christopher Cross also,
Oh
and
my
I was MD
gosh.
for Randy Crawford for over a decade, and she took me all around the world many times over, and I could thank her that I met my kid's mom in Scandinavia
Wow.
back in like 1998, and yeah, and so
Music has taken
I
you
have
around
three
the world.
kids. Thanks to part and part to Randy. I mean, I definitely contributed in it, but she gave me the opportunity to go to places that I never dreamed I'd go to, like the Persian Gulf and Tasmania, and all around Africa and Australia and all over Europe. It was just incredible.
That's amazing, Roberto. So what's been your like top three places to perform since you've performed all around the world? What would be your top three?
Yeah. Well, I remember one show well, a slew of shows in Johannesburg. The first time I went there, and apartheid has just been lifted. And here I am playing with like Soul Jack O'Lantern, Randy Crawford, who looks like she could be from Johannesburg. And we're playing at the Standard Bank Auditorium, and it's like 8,000 people, sold out, and we're singing. She's singing Imagine, and the whole place is. We're like in the middle, it's like a theater in the round, and I just remember seeing all these lighters and people just holding hands, and she's singing Imagine, and I'll never forget that. Like in terms of a big show, yeah, some of the big shows I did with her around Italy, 25,000 people and many jazz festivals. But one club I want to say, I think from where you come from,
Yeah.
in Seattle, I love Jazz Alley in Seattle,
Oh,
Dimitri's Jazz
what a
Alley. It's a
beautiful
great
venue,
club,
man.
and Catalina too,
Oh,
Catalina
Catalina's
Bar and Grill, and
gorgeous.
yeah.
Gorgeous. Wow. Roberto, that blows my mind, man. That you have been everywhere. And so let's talk a little cuisine. Let's talk a little food because your bolognese sauce, man. What do you do with that thing, man? Because you've got shrimp scampi that's off the charts, and your
Well, man,
bolognese
I
tart.
just made something tonight that I'm going to give to me and my daughter. I got zucchini and I scooped out the seeds,
Oh wow.
and then I made a puree with cherry tomatoes and basil and cheese, and what else? Some olive oil, and I kind of filled them up like like a canoe, and then I sprinkled Italian breadcrumbs. I'm going to bake that sucker, and that's going to be part of our dinner tonight. But
Is there a
yeah, I like to
secret,
cook. I
Roberto?
like to eat, so I like to
I
cook.
love it. Now, is there a secret, Roberto? Because we talked about this. You're Southern Italian, right? So you like the red sauce. So is there a
Yeah.
secret part of your sauce that you love to do?
Well, let's just say that if I don't have garlic in my house, I feel I have to go and get some. Like
Yeah.
there has to be a constant supply of garlic in my house, and olive oil, because I'll just take a shot of it, like cognac, just because. Yeah. Well,
I
I'm
love
I'm
it.
kidding, half kidding, but
Sure.
I just think the secret is loving to cook, and just loving. I don't have a yacht, but I can make. I give love through people's bellies with the food that I make,
Well, that's
and
amazing, man.
whether it's my kids, my loved ones, whatever. I like to do that. Do you like to cook too?
I cook a little bit, but I'm not making the sauce like you're making the sauce over there.
Yeah. Well, watching mom do it as a kid, like Sunday, I'm eating like pancakes with syrup and honey, and I'm smelling the meatballs and the sausage and the braciole cooking with the sauce. That was like going in my nose while I'm eating like sweet pancakes.
Wow.
And just kind of learning, watching her out of the corner of my eye. And yeah, I just want to keep the tradition, teach my kids some of the dishes that grandma made.
That's incredible. Well, it's nothing like your Italian dish, but earlier today it was actually snowing in Vegas. Believe it or not, it was like
Wow.
snowing. You could see the snowflakes. So I made some tomato basil soup and grilled cheese. That's nothing what you do, but it came out all right.
Oh, bro, that sounds really good on a cold day. By the way, I was just in your neck of the woods. You were probably working, but I played at the Santa Fe station in the Chrome Ballroom over the weekend for Valentine's Day with David Benoit,
Oh, that's
and
awesome.
he's like my current. I give my priority to that man
Sure.
because I just love playing his music so much because it takes me on a roller coaster ride from straight ahead jazz to Latin jazz to R&B stuff that he's written with Russ Freeman
Mm,
and Nathan East. So it's a great band to play in. So I was just in your neck of the woods,
that's
and it wasn't
incredible.
snowing, but it was kind of cool.
You play with the legends, Roberto. I'm so proud of you, man. But before we go, man, I got a couple more questions. Tell us about your kids, man, because having a family is everything. Because I've seen some
Sure.
posts about your kids, and they are very,
Yeah.
very gifted kiddos.
Yeah, man. I don't know where they came from. Biggest mysteries in my life. Well, I kind of know where they came from, but the fact that they have such brains and bronze and heart, it's such a blessing. But I have my daughter Delphine. I just saw her in West Africa. I just came home Thursday from visiting her and my two grandkids. She's my oldest, and then my son Philip, who is an aerospace engineer living in San Diego, and then I have my daughter Victoria, who graduated Chico, and I have my youngest daughter who's presently in UCSB, and both Victoria and Isabella were college athletes competing in NCAA.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. That's incredible, Roberto. And last question here. Now, we've talked about you performing around the world with your bass guitar, and then we've talked about how you wrote songs with all these artists. But now the latest in Roberto's world is you're producing. Yeah, I mean, you are Mr.
Uh-huh.
Producer now. So talk to us a little bit about that because I'm very proud of you and I know how hard that role is to do, but you're doing some amazing things. Talk to us about that.
Thanks, Justin. It's been like a gradual thing that kind of like the road just kind of led me there, doing so many sessions with the likes of Paul and just being in the control room and playing so many live dates and just looking in the corner of my eyes, just looking at the screen. And I guess when you have good ears and you have to just trust your ears, and it just kind of pointed where that's kind of where I wanted to go, and I'm enjoying it very very much. I just finished up a song that's going to come out beginning of next year for Lynn Roundtree, the trumpeter, and before that I had success with the song Salvador that I wrote, gave that to Najee. It was actually, I wrote it for somebody else, and they passed on it. And I was a broken man for all of a couple of days. And I happened to play it for Najee over the phone. And he said, dude, that's my next single.
Oh, wow.
So I did that. And I've had a couple of great songs I've done for Greg Chambers that had done very well on the radio. Greg is one of your saxophone contemporaries.
Yes, and I've seen
So
and I've
I'm
seen
I'm
that on the
enjoying
charts.
kind of going into that role from like sideman to producer and then artist. My just releasing songs on my own too.
Wow. Awesome job, Roberto. So tell us a little bit about your calendar coming up. Where can I know we can support you by going to your website and you're on social media
Yeah.
as well. But
Well, I'm going to be playing actually this for those people in San Diego. I'm going to be playing with Patrick Lamb at Humphreys
awesome.
by the Sea on Sunday, and then Wednesday we're playing at the Baked Potato. So there's some great. Kevin Flournoy is going to be playing on Sunday
Oh,
with
yeah.
Patrick, and Chad Wright on drums. And then I'm playing with the amazing Steve Ferroni at the Baked Potato. Hello,
Wow.
Pick Up the Pieces, and Tom Petty and Eric
Yeah.
Clapton and all these people that guy played with.
Oh,
Pretty
man.
ridiculous. And um, then I'll be playing with David at Berks, the Berks Jazz Festival. And so that's kind of like going into March. And I have a show in Central California with David also at a place called Librettos,
Beautiful.
which is a beautiful jazz club, small jazz club. They have a beautiful Steinway D there, and that's going to be in the middle of April. But you can look at all my dates on robertovalley.com.
Beautiful, Roberto. Thank you, thank you, thank you so much for joining us here on the One. We love you, man.
Thank you, man. It's been great talking with you, and I look forward to playing with you again. We got to write another song together.
We got to do some more songs, brother. I really appreciate you. And I remember when you were here in Las Vegas, we recorded my latest album, Justin Groove, here.
Yes.
And Roberto was so much fun. Everyone thinks of the bass as some people think of the bass as, oh, it's just low notes. Man, I'll tell you, Roberto makes the melody sound good by picking those perfect bass notes. He always does. Incredible guy. Man, we love you, brother. Thank you, man.
Thank you, Justin. Is that album completely done? I'd love to hear it.
You know what? I'm gonna show you a little something. I got this with your name on it, Roberto. I got you a vinyl, brother. But I'm also
look at that.
I'm also going to be
well. I need to get a turntable. But I remember some of those. I mean, all the songs were wonderful. But
Yes.
I just remember some were just so infectious. I'm dying to hear the finished product.
Thank you,
It sounded
Roberto.
great right off the cuff. Just doing the rhythm tracks.
Well, we had a lot of fun doing this album, Justin Groove, because we committed a lot of it to 2-inch tape, and my dad
Sure
Jim
did,
Young
man.
was
You
doing
were-
the engineering for the
You
session.
were diligent about that. You wanted that old school sound.
That's right.
And you can't really replace analog. Analog
No.
is the shizzle. Yeah,
It really
just
is. And so I'm sitting back listening to the vinyl version and the CD version. I'm like, oh my God, this vinyl version feels like a warm blanket. My dad did a great job engineering it and mixing it. And oh man, we had so much fun, Roberto. But before we go, we were right here in this room and I got video of it. I'm not going to show it. But I got video of you dancing around the room. We had Tony Moore on drums and Tom Schumann on
We
keys.
did. Yeah, that was great. And then Tom came from out of nowhere before he moved to Spain.
Yeah,
Tom
exactly.
Schumann showed up, so we had like basically the whole rhythm section there. That
We
was
did,
a lot of
man.
fun.
That's the funnest part of music is playing with others. And man, again,
yeah.
Roberto, thank you so much for joining us, brother.
Thank you, man. Continued success to you. Let's talk soon. And hello out there, and thanks again for having me.
Awesome, Roberto. Well, thank you so much for joining us here on The One with Justin Young. And again, RobertoVally.com. It's RobertoVally.com. Please support him. He's all over the map, and at your favorite venues, he's most likely there. So now we're at the part of the show, we're going to perform one of my favorite pieces on the alto sax here. We're going to play a song called JY Funky. One of my favorite songs to play right there, that's entitled JY Funky from my On the Way album. How are you guys doing out there? I'm so glad that you guys are right here with us at Just in Time Recording Studios for the On the One. We're here every Wednesday night. This is our weekly hang, just to hang out, chillax, relax, listen to some great music. Check out those stories from Roberto. Weren't those incredible? I want to say a big thank you to everyone on the chats right now. Evelyn, Brenda, thank you guys. Ron, what's up, bro? I see my sister Nicole. What's up? Ray, thank you guys. I'm seeing people from California, Oklahoma. We got Utah. We got a little Arizona there. We've got Las Vegas representing on the chats. Oh, that was so much fun. So now we're in the new Vegas, a new segment here called Vegas Life. And we're going to switch gears for a moment because this show is not just about music. It's also about culture. And we're going to talk a little bit about my favorite top 5 brunch spots in Vegas. And brunch in Vegas is, I don't know what it means to other states, but brunch in Vegas is a big deal. Brunch just means you're eating a little bit earlier, like around 10 a.m. And I think it's part of the Vegas culture, no rules, stay out as long as you want, eat whenever you want. I think it's just another excuse for people to drink at 10 a.m. and call it self-care, whatever it is. But we're going to go ahead and start with number 5, top brunch spot. Of the Bellagio fountains right there, as you see there. That was coming in at number 5. Some of you here in Vegas may not have been to Lago yet. If you have, let us know in the chats what you guys think. I can't wait for you to hear what numbers 4, 3. Cocktail includes the Bellissima. I haven't been, yes, I've been to Giada's for dinner. I haven't been to brunch yet, but actually took my wife for an anniversary dinner at Giada's, and it's incredible. So if the dinner is as good as the brunch, you guys are all in great shape. At number 3. Menu there that is really good stuff. So we're coming in at number 2 right now. And this is located on the second floor of Aria. Incredible French cuisine. There's not a bad seat in the house, and I am ripping it up on the saxophone for brunch. Vegas brunches, sometimes it's light music. Other times there's a DJ spinning, and the owners at Bardot said, Justin, we love your style so much. We want you to amp it up and really give these guys a show. So you got to come to brunch at Aria at Bardot. It's so much fun. And number 1, drum. There it is. All right, number 1 is right here. Entertainer every Sunday for brunch at noon. So if you get a chance, you guys got to come out to Ocean Prime. I perform shows starting at noon every Sunday, and it's a lot of fun. So what do you guys think? And the chats, what do you guys think of those places? Has anyone visited those? I see David Reel saying right now in the chat, love watching you chasing your dream. Thank you, David. David's in Washington. That's awesome. Lucy says, Lucy Butler, I love Bardot. Yes, that's amazing. Bardot is the jam. And we got Brenda Dupree. She's from California. Thank you, Brenda. All right, so now we're in the section of the show where I get to give you something for free. I talked a little bit about my latest album, Justin Groove. And what we're going to do, every show, I'm going to give a lucky person this latest album. It's going to be the CD version though, okay? And all you have to do is subscribe to our YouTube channel, which is at youtube.com/JustinYoungSax. And then the other thing that you have to do is you have to go inside of one of the chats, whether it's Twitter or Facebook or YouTube, and let us know where you're streaming us from. with those two things, I can let you know if you won. We're going to announce a winner every Friday, but for this week, we're going to send a very special someone the first gift, and that's Evelyn. Evelyn, you are getting the CD version of Justin Groove. Thank you so much. Evelyn has been on watching us since episode 1. I can't believe it. We are in episode 3. Is that not amazing? Episode 3 already? Incredible. So we're going to go ahead and show our VIP list right now up on the screen, and we want to call out. We're going to be adding to this VIP list, and I can't wait to show you who our VIPs are next week. Next week, we've got an amazing show for you guys. We're going to have media consultant and CEO of Petrania Media. Petrania is going to be joining us. She did some media consulting with me for this show, and I can already tell I feel much better, and I have a wonderful team. Some of my team members you can't really see on the screen right now, but I'm going to give them a shout out. In the engineering room, I want to shout out to my dad, Jim Young. Oh, there he is. Dad, give a wave if you can. He's over there in the engineering room making sure this all sounds great. Thank you, Dad. My dad also helps mix as well as master my album, so always great to have a guy in your corner like no one like Dad. As well as we've got, you can't see him on the video right now, but Jordan Cordero is right here with us. He's actually probably just to my right, about 8 or 10 feet, and you can't really see him, but maybe he can poke his head out. There he is. There's Jordan. I need to give you guys microphones. That's too much fun. That's Jordan right there, and he's doing the live switching and doing a great job with the cameras and all the stuff that takes to run the show. It's a lot of stuff. Let us know on the chats what you guys think. Are you guys seeing these camera angles and all this good stuff happening? And as far as the sound goes, thank you, Evelyn, again. Oh, my goodness. This is awesome. All right, so we've done our giveaway and we've done our thank you to our VIPs. We're going to do a call to action right now. So I need your help. If you really love the show, I would love for you guys to go ahead and tell your friends about it. Forward the streams to your friends, and tell them that the show is also about culture. And we're going to do different segments, whether it's local Las Vegas, but we're going to add some segments in Arizona and some other really cool day trip ideas. So we've got so much planned for you guys. I want to say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I loved doing this show for you guys. Episode 3 with Roberto Vally. Give it up for Roberto. Roberto's the man. Once again, his website is robertovally.com. And I'm going to play us out with one of my songs called Love Handles from my On the Way album featuring the soprano saxophone. Thank you guys so much. Thank you guys so much. That concludes our episode 3 with Roberto Vally. Make sure you support him at robertovally.com. And thank you guys so much for joining us. We'll see you guys next time, next Wednesday, every Wednesday, February 25th. Our next guest is media consultant and CEO of Patrania Media, Mrs. Patrania Bouswan. I can't wait to see you guys. We got a great show next Wednesday. See you there.